Welcome to Channel Blavasi. Blavasi here, bringing you some, news for today. So, apparently, yesterday, which was December the 29th, Ghislaine Maxwell was found guilty on five of the six charges that she was facing in the trial.
Breaking news of a verdict in Ghislaine Maxwell's sex trafficking trial. Jurors have found Maxwell guilty of five of the six counts against her. They deliberated for 5 full days. Now, here is a breakdown of the charges she faced. Count one, she was found guilty. That's conspiracy to entice minors to travel in order to engage in illegal sex acts. On count two, she was found not guilty. That was enticement of a minor to travel to engage in illegal sex acts. Count three, guilty, conspiracy to transport minors with intent to engage in criminal sexual activity. Count four, guilty, transportation of a minor with intent to engage in criminal sexual activity. Count five, guilty, sex trafficking conspiracy. Count six, guilty, sex trafficking of children or by force, fraud, or coercion. The 59-year-old pleaded not guilty to all counts and faced up to 70 years in prison if she was convicted on all counts.
This is pretty good. I mean, I don't see anybody really thinking that this is, it can't be really two sides. It's either, I really don't see a lot of people saying she's innocent. Like, of course, her lawyers are saying that she's innocent, and they are coming out and saying, or they came out actually after the verdict.
Please take your mask off, please. We firmly believe in Ghislaine's innocence. Obviously, we are very disappointed with the verdict. We have already started working on the appeal, and we are confident that she will be vindicated. Everyone, be healthy. Have a happy new year.
How is Ghislaine doing?
Can you deny that she got a fair trial?
They were saying they were already working on the appeal because they feel as if she is innocent, which, I mean, if, these people that are doing these crazy things, these very powerful people, this is kind of their motto, where they're basically like, they keep the lie until they die, which they're never going to admit that they did something wrong. It's always gonna be, I'm innocent, I'm innocent, I'm innocent, until, they commit suicide. But it does seem like they are going for the appeal, and fingers crossed something doesn't magically happen that changes this in her favor, and then she gets off. I mean, they're trying to say that the only reason that she is being prosecuted is because Epstein killed himself, and therefore they're coming after her as, in lieu of type of situation. So I mean, she definitely had a pretty big hand in all of this. I mean, they have all the evidence, they have all the witnesses, all of the victims that came out and had something to say about this. So it's I don't really see where they can find something to say in an appeal, of course, that she's innocent. But I guess this is one of those situations where they can find with some kind of loophole, some kind of technicality, some kind of like, backdoor way to get off, or they just pay because we already know the whole connection with the judge and certain powerful people that are also pretty involved in this entire thing. There may be something that they might find, but hopefully people need to just stay on this, because one, after the verdict was called, the judge and that I was just talking about sealed some documents that had some information on the trial, or some information on other people that were involved in this situation. So it kind of makes you wonder, was this first trial just kind of like a show trial, and they were just going to say, okay, she's guilty, and then later on they're going to have an appeal where she's going to be found not guilty, but that's not going to be a televised situation. Like, nobody's going to really be able to see in on that. She's going to be found either not guilty, and then you're not going to hear about anything after that anymore, or they'll have an appeal, she'll be found guilty, they'll sentence her to something that just makes absolutely no sense, like probation, and then you'll never hear about it again, and they'll just sweep it under the rug. The only really way that this will be a victory, in my opinion, personally, is if she goes to jail and doesn't get out, because she's pretty old. So any sentence at this point, I think she was looking at what, 45, 60 something years. So that's kind of like a life sentence. So either she actually goes to prison for the rest of her life, actually, and doesn't commit suicide, and all of the people that were actually involved, i.e., the people who her and Epstein was, trafficking for, all the people who were paying them to, have the, illegal fun times with the underage children, all of those people also need to go down. And I know the Prince, we have, I'm pretty sure, Bill, and more than likely also Hillary. When people say that there is a satanic pedophile cult, I mean, what? Are you going to keep denying this at this point? I mean, how, like, there's too much evidence to show that there is very high likelihood that there is a satanic pedophile cult that is doing a whole lot of crazy shit. But hey, she's found guilty this time. Everybody can celebrate ish and be happy that this happened. But for me, it isn't going to matter until all of the people that have been involved in this entire thing is found out and locked up for the rest of their lives. I mean, because it's just going to continue to happen. And let's also not forget about the emails. Let that be Hillary's emails or Hunter Biden's emails. I mean, are we going to not take a look at those? Because I'm pretty sure there are some connections there that may help. And yeah, if those just get forgotten, then, I mean, then that means even if Ghislaine goes to jail or prison for the rest of her life, well, there's still a whole bunch of other stuff that needs to be taken care of. So hopefully, hopefully, this gets dealt with in a way that's going to actually do something in the long run. Because if it's just like, some kind of show trial and some kind of show, punishment, and she's just on probation, she doesn't really have any serious punishment, or she's like house arrest or something, then this was useless and pointless, and everybody that was a part of this is just going to be walking free. But there you go, folks. Thank you for watching this episode. Hopefully we all get what we want, which is justice. Stay tuned for the next episode. Please go down and like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel, and if you would like to support the channel, go follow the link down below and buy some merch. I'm working on a few new shirt designs right now. I'm going to put a date on it, the 15th. Yes, if I put a date on it, then I'll have to do it. So 15th. By that time, I will have some new stuff in the shop, and I will bring that out to you guys. So thanks for watching once again, and you have a good one. Peace.